Have you ever wondered what truly happened to the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley? The official story says one thing, but whispers and theories have swirled for decades. Was it really just a tragic bathroom accident, or is there more to the story? Join us on LegendsEternalTV as we delve deep into the events surrounding Elvis's final days, separating fact from fiction. We'll explore the state of his health, his hectic touring schedule, and the medications he was taking. And of course, we'll discuss the financial windfall that came with his passing. Get ready to unravel the mysteries surrounding Elvis Presley's death. The early life of Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, wasn't always a global icon. Born on the 8th of January 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi, he came from a working-class family. His early life was marked by simplicity, far removed from the glitz and glamour he'd later experience. Music, however, was a constant presence. Even as a teenager, Elvis's passion for gospel music shone through, influenced by the soulful sounds he heard in church. Yet, the turning point came with his family's move to Memphis, Tennessee in 1948 when Elvis was just 13. This new urban environment exposed Elvis to the vibrant Memphis music scene, a melting pot of blues, R&B, and country music. This would be the fertile ground where Elvis's unique musical style would begin to blossom. He started frequenting Beale Street, a legendary hub for African-American musicians, absorbing these new influences and laying the foundation for his meteoric rise to fame, musical and film legacy. He launched his professional career in 1954 with Sun Records, quickly gaining recognition for his electrifying performances and genre-bending music. Elvis's arrival at RCA Victor in 1955 marked a turning point, propelling him to international stardom with his debut single, Heartbreak Hotel. His music, often blending gospel fervor with R&B rhythms and bluesy swagger, challenged the social and racial boundaries of the time. Songs like Hound Dog and Jailhouse Rock became anthems for a generation, solidifying his position as the king of rock and roll. Elvis's charisma wasn't confined to the music scene. The mid-1950s saw him venturing into film, starring in musicals that capitalized on his musical popularity and engaging stage presence. Movies like Loving You and King Creole further cemented his status as a pop culture icon. His military service in 1957 brought a brief hiatus, but upon returning, Elvis seamlessly reintegrated into the music world. While continuing to record chart-topping hits like Kentucky Rain and All Shook Up, he also focused on films, with Blue Hawaii becoming a major success. He even returned to television with the critically acclaimed Elvis Show. Elvis Presley was the best-selling solo artist in the history of music, and he received several music awards during his musical career. The story of Priscilla Presley. Elvis Presley's personal life was as captivating as his music career. While his marriage to Priscilla Presley wasn't long-lasting, it was a significant chapter in his story. Priscilla, then known as Priscilla Beaulieu, met Elvis in Germany in 1959 during his military service. Despite their age difference, she was 14 and he was 24, a relationship blossomed. They were married in Las Vegas in 1967 in a brief ceremony attended by a small group. Their daughter, Lisa Marie, was born the following year. However, by 1973, the marriage had deteriorated and they divorced. Despite their split, Priscilla remained a significant figure in Elvis's life, and she has continued to honor his legacy, the untimely demise of the king. The passing of Elvis Presley in 1977 sent shockwaves through the world. He was found dead at his Graceland estate in Memphis, Tennessee at the young age of 42. The cause of his death has been the subject of much speculation and debate. What happened on August 16th? Elvis Presley seemed like he was having a normal day on August 15th, 1977. He spent time with his family, saw his dentist, and even played racquetball with some friends late at night. Things took a turn later that night. Elvis struggled with insomnia, and despite taking multiple sets of pills, sleep wouldn't come. He became desperate for rest, as he had a concert coming up. Around 9:30 a.m. the next day, after a restless night filled with medication, Elvis went to the bathroom. His fiancée, Ginger, worried about him falling asleep there due to his constipation issues. Elvis reassured her with his last known words, "I won't." Tragically, those were his final words. Ginger woke up later to find Elvis gone, and she eventually discovered him on the bathroom floor. An ambulance rushed him to the hospital, but it was too late. Elvis Presley was pronounced dead at 3:30 p.m. on August 16, 1977. Cause of Elvis's death. While the official cause was cardiac arrhythmia or a heart attack, there was a darker story brewing behind the scenes. Investigations revealed that Elvis had been battling a serious drug problem. Prescription medications, including antidepressants, sedatives, and barbiturates, were found in his system. These drugs, in high doses, can have a devastating effect on the heart, and that's exactly what happened to Elvis. Elvis's doctor, Dr. George Nichopoulos, nicknamed Dr. Nick, came under heavy scrutiny. He admitted to prescribing Elvis a staggering amount of medication, over 19,000 pills in a decade. Dr. Nick claimed Elvis would pressure him for prescriptions, threatening to find them elsewhere. This story raises a troubling question. Was Dr. Nick enabling Elvis's addiction or simply providing medication to a demanding patient? The investigation resulted in a suspended license and eventually a permanent revocation for Dr. Nick. It is thought Dr. George Nichopoulos, given his documented incompetence, was the inspiration for The Simpsons' own Dr. Nick. Controversy surrounding Elvis Presley's death. Adding to the mystery, Elvis's family requested a private autopsy, and the initial death certificate omitted any mention of drugs as a contributing factor. Many pathologists involved in the autopsy challenged this, believing the true cause should have been attributed to drug-induced cardiac arrest. This fueled suspicions of a cover-up, with some suggesting the family wanted to mask Elvis's dependence on medication. The sealed autopsy report further fueled the flames. Numerous attempts were made to unseal it, and while some physician notes were released in 1993, the autopsy itself remains confidential. This lack of transparency continues to feed conspiracy theories, leaving fans and the public grappling with unanswered questions. A look at the aftermath. His funeral was a large-scale event, attended by thousands of fans and mourners. Graceland, his Memphis estate, became a permanent pilgrimage site for fans to pay homage to the king of rock and roll. A king remembered. Despite the unanswered questions surrounding his death, Elvis Presley's legacy remains untarnished. He revolutionized rock and roll, inspired generations of musicians, and left an undeniable mark on popular culture. His legacy lives on, inspiring generations of musicians and fans. Let us know in the comments below your thoughts. What do you think happened to Elvis? And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to LegendsEternalTV for more dives into the lives of unforgettable icons. And by the way, did you know that, adjusting for inflation, Elvis's net worth at death would be around $20 million today? Ready to continue your journey down memory lane? Choose your next destination from our library of videos. See you there.